we go,
Hello
game
and
12.
Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. And Chris, a guy that's been having a huge impact for this team all year, Julio Rodriguez. He leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days you can expect him to be a big factor for these guys.
Yeah, Boogie's definitely a
Been
huge
terrible
piece of
this
the
year so
puzzle
far.
for this ball club right now.
How is
Just
he leading
having a
my
really
WAR?
nice
There's
year.
no way.
That's on both sides of the ball, not just offensively. You talk to guys in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him, and they say the team really looks to him to be one of the on-field leaders day in and day out.
First pitch coming your way next.
Okay, I need to look at that because there's no way he's leading WAR on my team. His offense is terrible so far this year. There's no way he's leading in WAR. Where the hell is WAR? Did I go past it? Where is WAR? Where is WAR? It's got to be in here. WAR right here. 0.5, 0.7, 1, 1.3, 0.8. It's negative. He's at 0, man. There's no way. That's what I'm saying. By the end of the year, maybe he will be, but not right now.
Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Nick Lodolo.
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
Okay, all set to go. And now for Seattle, Nico Horner. And the pitch. That misses. And this one is off and running. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging.
Okay,
Very
what a
frustrating
terrible
right
start.
there as a speedy potential base runner.
What
with
a terrible
2
start.
strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
On a line out towards center. Jones makes the grab on the run. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. In there at the knees for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms.
Well, gonna
Fucking
pause on that
chasing
thought,
poles, like,
as that'll
left and
do
right,
it for the
dude.
inning. Nobody left for Seattle, and now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No
I suck
score.
at the first inning.
Back after this on the show.
I don't score any runs. I strike out. I hit shitty pitches.
Welcome back. And towing the slab here, Logan Gilbert.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Bottom of the first, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jay Allen.
The left fielder, Jay Allen.
So wait a minute. Who did they change up here? Friedel's not playing. Stevenson's not playing. Collier's not playing. Okay. Bunch of changes. Peyton Henry is catching over Stevenson. That seems weird. Whatever.
The wide to kick the pitch. And that one is inside. Gilbert, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. In the air, out towards left center. Haggerty makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the lineup for the Reds. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
That to right. Snags it on the run. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Josh Naylor. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
The wind to kick the 2-0.
Hey! 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And it slams off the bottom of the wall.
Batting 4.
Jonathan India at the plate. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. The Reds certainly hit on their first-round pick in 2018 when they took Jonathan India, the former Florida Gator. He turned into the National League Rookie of the Year in 2021.
Just an incredible season with the Cincinnati Reds that year.
And the righty deals. Towards first. Wisdom takes it himself, and the inning is over. Reds turned away first time through. Second inning upcoming from Cincy. We're scoreless on the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark, top of the second. And now Sam Haggerty. And he deals. Strike 1.
All ones in the count.
Hammered, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
112.
I'm sure he
Holy.
feels really good about that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now the first baseman, Patrick Wisdom. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Let's look at Cincinnati's
No outs,
defense real quick.
runner on second.
Okay.
Kicks and fires. And there's the strike. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see these guys a lot.
Yeah, Boog, these guys are all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with some of these guys.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Haggerty leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
The pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Here's a 2-1.
Nope.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Full count.
No score here in the second. Full count pitch will have to wait. Time called at the plate. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He's set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
So first and second with 1 man gone. Here's Dylan Moore. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The lefty to 1-0. Just off the inside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way. 1 out. Runners at first and second. And there's ball 4.
Perfect.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk. Man, he could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Russell Pruitt, the next to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. Bases loaded, 1 away. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
1 ball.
So now 1-2. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. The 1-2. Laser could be extra bases. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. 3 runs are in. It's 3-zip.
That'll
Back
work.
against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down. And up next for Seattle, Caleb Hamilton. First pitch, and he just misses. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Here's a 1-2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Pruitt headed for the plate. He scores, and they lead by 4.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Nico Horner getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Line drive. Hauls it in for the out.
Is that Hamilton's first double? Yeah. Nice.
Now back. The designated France.
Now it's the Mariners DH, Ty France. He's 0 for 1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
That misses. 2-0.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Julio Rodriguez waits on deck. Man at second.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next offering is fouled back. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Rodriguez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
In the air out to center. Jones under it. And puts the squeeze on that. That is the inning. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mariners 4 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Cincinnati, bottom of the second. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Gilbert back to work. This one smacked out to left center. Dives. What a play.
Batting six.
Wow.
Quincy.
Haggerty is just.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Digging in, Quincy Hamilton. And that's in there for strike one. Outside.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. One down, base is empty. And down on strikes. Out number two.
99. Up and away.
Batting seven.
2 outs, base is empty. Brock Jones, the next to hit for the Reds. In there for strike one.
0-1.
That's a little bit low. In there. And so now 1-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, now at the plate, Sam Haggerty.
The left fielder, Sam
Haggerty, 30 years old now. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. And a foul ball.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And here it comes.
Nope, outside.
And now the lefty. And that's too high.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
Singy, I think just our presence is the present. So a man aboard. Now here is Patrick Wisdom. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Haggerty on at first, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding the hole
What?
in
He
the
hit an
defense.
112. What do you mean?
And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. A walk and a run scored his first time. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. And the 0-1. And that's outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Aaron Sanchez getting loose out there. Duffy, the lefty, warming up as well. No outs, runners at first and second. And it is 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Left-hand batter waits. This one popped up. Allen coming on. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. One away.
Now batting, third baseman, Dylan Moore.
Next to hit, Dylan Moore. First offering, and it just misses. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next offering is fouled back. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Hit on the ground, might be two. Fires to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Russell Pruitt. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. First pitch, not close. At the belt and fires. Ground ball left side.
Oh, wow.
He gloves it, gathers and throws on the money. Nice play.
Good defensive play.
Mariners
Hats
leave
off.
a couple,
Tip of
but
the
they're in
hat.
front 4-0. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Noelvi Marte. The pitch. Just missed. Marte in his second season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And the 1-0. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And a 1-2. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Next for Cincinnati, Peyton Henry. Top of the zone for a called strike. Yo, 1. Inside, just missed. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. 2 out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's a speed threat, Jay Allen. Flied out his first time. Outfield playing pretty shallow. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Mariners 4 and the Reds nothing. And welcome back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Caleb Hamilton.
Caleb Hamilton.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering misses. And 1-1. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Back to the mound. It hit him.
Wow.
Toss to Naylor.
A ricochet to the
first
third
out in the
baseman?
top of the 4th.
That's
Catcher
crazy.
coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Here's Nico Horner.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. The other way, and that's just foul. Now this is in the air down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Gets under it and pops it up. Naylor makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
That one down the line and foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. To third. And that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the center fielder, Julio.
And now for Seattle. Julio Rodriguez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. There's the strike. 2 outs. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And the 0-2. That's out to center field. Rodriguez out of the play. And that is that. Mariners leave 1, but they lead it 4-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
The right-hander back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Crawford pulls it down, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Infield shifted to the pull side. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Oh shit, hold on.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Jonathan India. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one fouled off. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Inside, just missed. Swing and a bouncer. In time to Wisdom, and that will end the inning. Reds go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Aaron Sanchez.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Leading off, Sam Haggerty.
The left fielder, Sam Haggerty.
Here comes a pitch. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The pitch. And that's outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Right-handed reliever. Ground ball up the middle. Marte with the throw to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And now it's going to be Patrick Wisdom. First pitch just misses. Righty to the plate. That clips the corner. And a strike in there.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Check swing didn't go. 2-2.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
The 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the second time today.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. In there, and it's 0-1. The pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
He seems to have lost a little bit of focus on executing that pitch right there, not staying through the target, and clearly not the release point he wanted.
Moore in the box again, takes a strike. Crawford, the runner at first with 2 gone. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. Time called, chance to collect himself down 0-2. That's inside.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Got it by him for the K. One left for Seattle. They lead 4-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and here is Michael Conforto.
The designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. Gilbert back to work. Ball one there.
Well, these Reds, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off. The wind and the pitch. stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and he picks it up in foul territory. The wind of the pitch. Good eye right there. The 1-1. Next offering is outside. And now 2-2.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Pitch misses there, and now it's 3-2. On the ground, right side. Horner on the run, sends it over to first. Home after the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick
The
outs.
center fielder, Brock Jones.
Now Brock Jones. He's 0 for 1. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Kicks and deals. That one ripped but foul. And a pitch. That one a little bit high, and a count 2-1. There's a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. Inning over. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 4-0. Back here in Cincinnati. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Russell Pruitt. Sanchez back to work. Ball 1 low. Pruitt goes 6 feet 3 inches, 26 years old, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Hamilton at the plate now. That's ball 1. The 1-0. And a curve misses outside. Right down to shoot. 2-1 now. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him looking. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Up the middle, that's a hit. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
In the air, center field. Jones has this one sized up. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. So one hit is all they get. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mariners 4 and the Reds nothing. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the 6th inning, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Noelvi Marte. And the right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Henry stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's in there at the knees.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
That hits the dirt, and it's 1-2. And the righty deals. Swing and a ball popped up, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So the lineup flips over. Jay Allen will hit next. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Out towards right center field. makes a nice running catch. 2 down. Next for Cincinnati,
Now batting,
Matt
third
McClain.
baseman, Matt McClain.
Outfield playing pretty shallow. And that's in there for strike 1. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Line drive onto Horner, and that is the inning.
Okay, that'll be the half of the game. I'll be back to finish it up in a minute. Be right back.